gone. Then I came up with events, and then he's telling, oh, this guy is gone, and now he started to do events. What is he doing with dentistry? They thought dentistry is gone. But all through my life, I had my dentistry in my path. I did my profession well. I had very good clientele. I did my medical tourism from all across the world, so I could get my hands getting some feed into my mouth. But what I'm telling to my entrepreneurial friends, this is one highlight of my butterfly aviation wedding. We went to HAL, we went there, we inspired them to make 100 aircrafts for us. But our government people, they told that, okay, we can make 10 every year, but you have to pay 50% in advance, that is 3,600 crores in advance to make 10 aircrafts, whereas Indigo has paid Airbus just 100 crores to make 100 aircrafts. So that is the difference between working with a government company and a private company. And people still want Rafael to go to that. Anyway, go ahead. No politics here. This is what I do to my patients, and that's just go next. And this is my lovely family who has supported me all through the while. I just finish off my slides and then I interview something. This is my whole team of family, which is all dentists except my mom and my eldest alien. So this is my team at clinic. We don't have any other dentist in our clinic. That is my wife, who is a dentist, and myself in the clinic. I still work in the clinic from 10:30 to 5:30 because that is my profession. That has never failed me. And this is what I do as art. Sometimes I do word cloud and things like that. But so I'll finish all those things. So if you want to find me out, you can just type Nechupadam and you will find me in different portfolios all across the place. You can connect to me on Facebook and things like that to know more about me. But as we are speaking here as entrepreneurs or working as working people, I just want to put two things. One is there is nothing called as failure. You can for a man or a woman, there is nothing called as failure. Because if it was a failure, I have burned a lot of money, I have lost my family at some time, I had lost my mom for quite some time. So all these things, I felt that I've been a failure in many a times. I failed in my 11th standard. I was in Thrissur doing my 11th standard, or at that time pre-degree. First year pre-degree, I was first time out of my house. I was doing my tuitions with PC Thomas sir, and then I was in Marthoma men's hostel wherein all the men were there, and they used to play cards, and I never knew about cards, and then they saw me very honest, so they made me the Knesha, the guy who distributes the cards, and I had to play the cards till 3 o'clock in the morning because I was in the dormitory, and that is where they used to play. And I lost in every subject with digit marks, so I couldn't come to my home. So I thought I'm a failure. Then when I came back after my pre-degree, I couldn't get through the entrance because there was so much of quota reservation and everything. I couldn't get it, and there was limited seats, so they told you are a failure because you couldn't get through the entrance although you were trained at PC Thomas. After you finish my BDS, I came here. Then also once again you have to do an entrance to get an MDS. Then also I didn't get an entrance, so they told you are a failure. Then I got my MDS, and then I got through MDS. At the end of the MDS exam, the examiner told that he has to be failed. So everybody told that he is a failure. He definitely failed. And rest of the two external examiners told that he has to be passed. And at the end of the day, I got the second rank from the whole of Karnataka. So never think that you are a failure because you are never destined to. No man is destined to fail. You might fail in that small endeavor. There is nothing called as failure. So this one thing has come here. Where even when I started business, they told that you are very good at dentistry. Keep on with dentistry. You will get enough money. Yes, but as an entrepreneur spirit which is there, I kept on investing in different portfolios. Even I started from stock market, it failed me. Then I started investing into mutual funds, it failed me. I threw most of my mutual funds guys and stock markets guys, who's even somebody smiling with me. So he also came and told me about me. I have told nothing to do with that. But what I'm telling is there is nothing called as a failure. I want this to be the last thing which has to go in. If somebody is going for a trouble in their businesses, there is nothing called as a failure. Do you know why I tell this? Because I'm also a reverend in a church. Doing all these businesses, I still teach my people. I go and tell the people who are from different kinds of people, but I go and tell there is no failure because there is somebody who is really looking after you, that is called as God. But moreover, in an entrepreneurial system, there is nothing called as failure, because each and every step that you take, every business you invest, there is a lot of learning that happens to you. That is what happened with Sajin Nair sir, who makes 2,000 people change their mood and go get into the things. I know Sajin sir for quite some time. He has been part of my TV channel, what he told that it didn't work out. But I invested into that one. I have lost some money. The whole TV channel, I'm still the director of the TV channel. I have to deal with a lot of people. But with all these things, I have experience. I have worked with Yusuf Ali and all those big guys. I have worked with a lot of people, even to the lowest guy when I was in the events. All these things gave me a lot of experience, and this experience you can never get until and unless you start being an entrepreneur. So I invite you all to be an entrepreneur. I encourage you to be an entrepreneur. And if you fail in one thing, make sure that you contact Dr. Thomas, because he knows, he has gone through most of this. Now I invest into different small companies now, because I still have my entrepreneurial this thing. I help people to get into this. I mentor them. I tell them how to give contracts, because most of my companies didn't have any contracts when I started with. I invested without any contracts and I lost my money. I tell them how to do an IP, because I didn't have an IP, that is intelligence property, this thing, because I helped them because I didn't have it. Now I have 10 of them. So all these things was all a learning, and along with that I did excel my profession. So if you have a profession, keep it on. Do whatever you want, you feed them, and if you can, please make sure that you can employ 100 people at least in your organization. That is what is entrepreneurship all about. It is not about making money. It is all about giving a satisfaction if you can touch a life of a man or of a people. Whenever I see that my staff has a house. When they buy a house, I am happy. And when they have their children married off, I am happy. It's not that I have lost my money. I am happy that some people come and tell that I have to leave the organization. I tell them, you should leave the organization with all of this thing. They are Uber drivers. Then they come back and tell that, okay, I want to come back to the organization. I still open my doors because I want to make that change in them that makes them happy. With these words, I encourage you all to be entrepreneurs. I don't want to take the time. All the best.